This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa 914, Westchester County, New York. Yo, I know I'm late for doing this video, so shout out to the chat. Shout out to those that are doing the ghost watching and those that are not here. I hope you catch the playback. I'm not going to be up here that long because I'm in the middle of doing something. But I just wanted to know, since, we got all these problems in this country and there's talk about our military not being as strong as it used to be, whatever the case may be. My question is, why don't they empty all the prisons, all the jails, all the county jails, all the mental institutions of the people that we know are convicted felons of murder, rape, child killing, and drug dealing? Since we got all these people doing life sentences anyway, I don't care if it's state, I don't care if it's fed, and it doesn't look like anything is improving in these prisons. There is no reform. There is no re-education of these people. Even though I served time a few years ago, my generation is a little bit different from whatever generation they got in now, because we got people coming out of certain institutions who are talking about how certain things are going in those institutions. I'm talking about the male institutions. I'm talking about the federal inmates. But wouldn't the country be much better, much safer if we get all these killers on the front lines and we get all these drug dealers on the front lines and we get all these rapists on the front lines? I think that's what they should do. And some people might not agree with me. They might say, "Baby, that's going too far off the deep end." I don't care. Some of these guys are not doing anything in prison. They're not learning anything. They're not being any better than what they were when they first went in. So I'm just saying, maybe we should empty the prisons and make them front on the front lines. Make them serve the country. Do something for your country. Yeah, we got a lot of people talking about inmate rights. And like certain people say, they're not sleeping on dirt floors. These people are eating better than I am. They get everything better than some of us out here on the streets get, the taxpayers. They're living the life. They have use of tablets now. They can get on the Wi-Fi, they can call their family using tablets now. They don't have to worry about using a telephone anymore. When I was locked up, we didn't have tablets. There was no such thing as having internet access to anything. Shout out to the chat. And that's real. That's real. I got out of prison in 2001. This is now what? 2025. I went in at 22 years old. I left at 28. I am now 51 years old. I'll be 52 March 18th. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, but I was just wondering why those people that they're never gonna amount to anything. A lot of them got life sentences. They're never gonna make parole. They should have something where those people would have to fight on the front lines. I'm being serious about that. I'm not being facetious. I'm not trying to be funny because I'm not no kind of clown anyway. I'm not a comedian. So it is what it is. And then we got all these people talking about they voted for Trump. Oh, so you voted for the destruction of America as it's happening right in front of your face. Trump ain't nothing but another fucking Reagan, another Woodrow Wilson, another racist president. And since all these presidents want to do all this fighting, why they can't do what they used to do back in the old days, back in the old countries from which they came from? Because in ancient times, around what? The 1400s, the 1500s, the 1300s, those kings and queens actually fought on the battlefields of the wars that they created. Shout out to the chat. Peace out, y'all.